What's going on, everyone? My name is Twig, and in today's video we're going over some of the highlights from this year's State of Play. These are games that caught my eye personally. I'll link a full list of announcements that were made in the description below, along with timestamps for each game we talk about. I was honestly quite pleased with this year's conference. A lot of games coming to PC, which is my top priority. Without further ado, let's hop right into the list. Of course, the conference starts off with a big title. Monster Hunter Wilds is one that I covered in a first look video I posted up a few days ago. I believe this was a new trailer that featured a returning legacy monster. This game looks absolutely amazing. I'm on the fence about whether I'm going to pick it up at launch or not. As of right now, I'm leaning towards snatching it up. It releases on February 28th for the price of $70, and it'll be here before we know it. Shinobi Art of Vengeance is up next, and this title is set to release 2 days before my birthday on August 28th of this year. The hand-drawn art style and 2D platformer gameplay immediately grabbed my attention when it came on the screen. It's being created by the team behind Streets of Rage 4, and you play as a legendary shinobi named Joe Musashi. After you find out your village has been burned to the ground and your clan has been turned to stone, you set off on a quest for vengeance, ready to face any evil that stands in your path to avenge your clan. The Steam store already has this one listed for $30, but there is a pre-order discount of 10% to take advantage of, as well as a digital deluxe edition where you can get some goodies and early access to play the game 3 days ahead of release. If you were hoping to see a cool JRPG, you definitely got it with the Lost Soul Aside trailer. It was short, but the game looks really sick. You embark on a journey to save your sister and all of humankind from dimensional invaders. The gameplay and combat look really fast-paced as you take on colossal bosses in a dark but beautiful world. There's not a lot of information out on this one, but apparently pre-orders open later this month if that's your cup of tea. One of my favorite indie games to play on my Steam Deck is getting DLC later this year. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday DLC releases in April, which brings Yakuza to the game. This is another short mini trailer to throw some spice in there, and I'm all for more Dave the Diver. Apparently, it's arriving sometime as early as April this year. A game that I'm definitely getting at launch to play through with one of my best friends is Split Fiction. From the same developers who created A Way Out and It Takes Two comes a new online co-op adventure where you play as two contrasting writers, one of sci-fi and the other a writer of fantasy. After being trapped in their own stories by someone trying to steal their creative ideas, you'll have to work together to master a variety of abilities and challenges as you jump between sci-fi and fantasy worlds in this unexpected tale of friendship. I literally can't wait to dive into this one. It's definitely one that I plan to do a review after 100% of. It is set to release on March 6th, and it's on Steam right now for $49.99. If you're into scary games with dark fantasy settings, the Midnight Walk might be right up your alley. The handcrafted landscape with real clay gives off a really spooky vibe, especially animated in a stop-motion style. As you watch the trailer, you almost have to marvel at all the disturbing details. You befriend a lantern creature and use his flame to light your way through the conflicting world of wonder and horror as you survive and outsmart the many monsters eager to devour your little friend's flame. Experience 5 tales of fire and darkness as you meet an incredible cast of characters on your journey. The music is amazing, and I can't wait to learn more about this one as we get closer to its release on May 8th of this year. Shadow Drop today, Warriors Abyss is a hack-and-slash action roguelike that is literally meant for me to play. This one features 35 achievements, is Steam Deck verified, and lets you fight alongside combinations of over 100 heroes supposedly. The camera angle is a new take rather than having a steeper isometric camera angle, and I kind of dig it. The fighting looks cool and the bosses look pretty sick as well. This is one I definitely want to look more into because I really don't understand the 3 different price tiers when buying the game. There is a $25 one, a $40 one, and an $80 one. It looks like there are skins and in-game currency that you can spend to unlock characters, but I'm not entirely sure on that one when it comes to such high prices. Onimusha fans will be excited to get information on Way of the Sword, only to have their hype put down a little bit after finding out it's coming out in 2026 sometime. The trailer looks cool, and I'll definitely want to dig deeper into the franchise before I pick that one up, because I haven't played any of the Onimusha games, but they look really cool. Fans of the series will be getting a sort of remaster of Onimusha 2 on May 22nd though, featuring higher res graphics and modernized controls. The initial release was back in like 2002 on the PS2, so I may have to check this one out. I'm sure Way of the Sword will be a $70 or higher game by the time it comes out, but until then, you can snag Onimusha 2 for $30. While we're on the topic of remakes and remasters, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater looks really sick. It is also releasing later this year, 2 days before my birthday on August 28th. So I'm going to have a pretty good birthday this year. The price tag of $70 USD has some fans already losing their minds since it is a remake. On Steam, you can see there is going to be an advanced access edition for 2 days early playing time, which means I'm probably going to be picking that up so I can try to get my review out as quickly as possible. I'm looking forward to experiencing the game for the first time. The story is supposed to be insanely good, and with the new audio and graphics, I'll be crawling through the jungle later this year. I've been waiting for more info on Hell Is Us, and we finally got it with a new trailer and release date yesterday. This game looks so interesting, and I have no idea what's going on. This is an open world single player adventure that I can't wait to dive into on September 9th. I love a mysterious story, and the feel that this game is giving makes me crave for more information on it. And now, probably my favorite announcement of the entire show, the Liza P DLC titled Overture. Liza P was one of my top 3 favorite games of 2023. It, in my mind, is one of the best Souls-likes out there. The music, the gameplay, the story, the world around you is just special. So I'm thrilled that we got a trailer. We will be going back in time to Krat, set in the final days of Haunting, right before the Puppet Frenzy Massacre. The devs have crafted this experience to guide us through untold stories as we uncover chilling secrets and face epic battles that shape the past and future of Liza P. I literally cannot wait for this one. A PlayStation game that is finally making an appearance on Steam is Stellar Blade, alongside its DLC that also drops with it. I'm really excited to experience this game. I've only heard good things. It's supposedly coming to PC in June, which is right around the corner. Earth has been abandoned, and you are tasked with saving humankind as you piece together mysteries of the past, and almost nothing is as it seems. This is a beautiful action game. I just hope it does really well on Steam, and it's optimized amazingly. Now, next up, we have a game titled Tides of Annihilation. By this point in the conference, I was already content with everything that we've been shown, but this game looks absolutely fantastic. I'll gladly take another fantasy action-adventure game with awesome hack-and-slash combat. This is a single-player adventure that is set in an eerie, war-torn London, where buildings are distorted, life forms are transformed, and its history is shrouded in shadow. The story pulls me in, and along with the graphics, the combat is killer. I can't wait till we find out more on this game, as there is no price or release window listed. Metal Eden came up on the stream, and I immediately thought of a sci-fi Doom-like boomer shooter style game. Gameplay looks pretty solid, and I could see myself having a good time blasting through enemies in this one. It's set to release on May 6th, which is pretty soon as well. That's one thing that I noticed going back over these games, is that there was a pretty good variety showcased at this state of play. When watching the Mindseye trailer, I had no clue what was going on, but the military neural implant theme really drew me in. Things are going kind of crazy wrong. He's having flashbacks and memory loss. The Steam page says that you go on a single-player adventure where you set out on dangerous covert missions to figure out your past in a world with a high threat of artificial intelligence and high-tech experimentation. I could totally get behind a complex narrative with an immersive experience. No info on price or release date for this one. And that about does it. Thank you for taking the time to check out this quote-unquote quick overview of the PlayStation State of Play showcase. I think they had a pretty good showing. It could be better, it could be worse. I'm content with the games they did show off. There are quite a few that I'm excited to either learn more about or get my hands on pretty soon. I'll catch you all in the next video. Have an awesome day. Peace.